Okay, so my worst fear would have to be realizing that not everything you see is in fact true, or for that matter, what you even hear. I live in a busy town, and despite it being very loud, I can oftentimes mainly think to myself and take time to relax in this pretty busy lifestyle that happens most days. But what I can't shake off is that something just isn't right about everything here. I actually moved to this town not that long ago, and I've gotta say, so far from what I can see, everything seemed pretty normal. Until it wasn't. There was this random abandoned house next to mine. It was covered in shrubbery and all sorts of wildlife, and as a matter of fact, I'm astonished that it was even still standing. But to say the least, people would oftentimes go there, and it wouldn't always be the same few characters. They would always be different, whether it be a businessman or somebody else. Either way, it was pretty damn weird, and I wanted to investigate. And that is exactly what I did. One day, when I wasn't too busy, I decided to go take a look at the house. And surprisingly, today there wasn't that many tourists or crowds. I went in, and to my surprise, the house was completely furnished. It had a couple chairs that seemed to be clean, and even more remarkable is the fact that there was no dust, even though this place was so old you'd think it was an antique house. Or perhaps a really elaborate set design. Either way, what I can say is that it had this creepy aura to it, like I really shouldn't have been there. And truth be told, I probably shouldn't have anyway. I should have just left right there and then, but my curiosity was the only thing that kept me going, and I went further. After looking around in the place, I noticed that the upstairs bit had 4 bedrooms. I checked each bedroom, mainly just for the heck of it, and what I saw was that in the fourth one, the master bedroom, which was the last one I checked, it had some kind of strange set of ornaments. A bunch of candles and other such items that could probably be used in a ritual of some kind. It was only after that I decided that I should probably take my leave, and that's what I did. I simply left without any other creepy or disturbing thing happening. It was simple as that, really. But as I was about to open the door, I noticed that it was locked from the outside, which was weird because no one had a key. And it was also an abandoned property, so clearly whoever had the key had either intentions of fooling with me or there was something else at play. I looked around and I even tried to use the back door, but that didn't work either. At that point, I was left with 2 options: stay there or try to break my way out. But then again, that would probably result in prison time if anyone found out that I was wandering into a abandoned property for no apparent reason other than curiosity's sake. So with that, I decided that I'd probably just stay for a minute or two. After all, I couldn't really leave if the doors were locked, and I figured that maybe the person that was doing this could at any moment show themselves. Little did I know, I was very right in that assumption. I heard noises coming from the basement part, the one bit I never looked at because I don't like basements, really. It was behind the staircase, but I peeked down through the little hatch and I noticed that there was some light down there. It seemed like candles. I slowly dropped down, trying not to make too much of a noise, and I actually decided to take a peek. I saw a bunch of what looked like people, in robes, huddling around some kind of circle, chanting someone's name. I couldn't remember for the life of me what it was, because then I saw them turn their heads directly towards me. I scrambled up to the ladder and climbed up and said screw it, breaking the window and jumping out. I only looked back once, and when I did, I saw that I got out in a moment's notice because they were all standing at the broken window. One of them shook their heads and put a finger to their lips. I figured this was a sign of perhaps not wanting me to tell, or else. And at the time, I just didn't care. I ran away, and as I ran away, that leads to where I am now. I'm typing this up in a bit of a hurry. I've already called the police, but they didn't say anything. All the police said was that I must be crazy, because no one visits that house at all. But I know the truth. And I also know that I could very well be a next victim of that crazy cult. But to say the least, I'm thankful I got out alive, even if it is only for now. I think I'm probably gonna move sometime soon, because I've noticed that while I was typing this up, there was some movement outside, and I think I saw something in my back garden window.